Hello, everyone! I'm actually alive! Weird, right? Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Yes, among us! There are gods and things among us! How's everything going, Pika? How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday! I am actually alive and doing streaming things. It feels like it's been forever. When it's really only been like an extra day. Ooh, prepping a trip. Where to, Pika? Where to? Are you staying in where the country you're in right now, or are you going out? Seems like a lot of people are just going everywhere as of late. Don't blame them though. Always good. Ooh, Oregon. Oh, the good old Oregon Trail. Which I'm now suddenly reminded of the game, of that old school game. Ooh, family, nice, nice, that's good. Family time's always a good time, sometimes, when they don't drive you crazy, which is probably all the time. Yeah, I haven't, distance, of course, between portals between different worlds. Haven't seen my folks in quite some time. Ah, crazy is good. Okay, that's awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. I do apologize for not being for not having streamed yesterday. Myself and Mora weren't feeling too hot, so we kind of decided, you know what, just take the day. Which it was perfect for me, because like I ended up, because I didn't sleep all that well the night before, so I was like running just on caffeine alone, which was not good, and I don't know how I would have managed to stream. I probably just pumped myself with more caffeine, which would probably have made sleeping really bad. I mean, I think we're all a little bit crazy and wacky, so in our own way, so that's nothing good, nothing bad. Oh right, I'm totally fine now. Like I just have trouble sleeping sometimes. More so a combination of me just waking up randomly in the middle of the night for no apparent reason at all. So that kind of makes it a little bit difficult for sleeping. However, last night I slept the entire night all the way through when I went to bed at like 11 my time. And I woke up at about 6. But I don't remember waking up anywhere in between that, so I will take those days as a win. So I was way more awake than I was before. I don't know if I need to like try to sleep in, like, because my sleep schedule is very weird. Because traditionally, I have to play this. It's like a balancing game almost. Like either I'll go and if I sleep too early, I risk getting up too early, like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then not being able to go back to sleep. Or if I sleep too late, I end up sleeping too much, or I wake up on time but I'm dead tired. So I have to find like this weird sweet spot as far as my sleeping is concerned, so that way I can actually get a decent night. Why this happens, I don't know. Yeah, meds will definitely do that. I'm sorry to hear that, Pika. Yeah, that's rough. I don't have to worry about taking any of those things at this point in time, but I can't even begin to imagine how that must be. What? As the old man said, what's a good night's sleep worth? Everybody deserves a good night's sleep. I don't know about you. But I will say, I did spend a lot of time just farming the event for FGO last night. I was just like, I made sure that I just got everything done early, like as far as like prepping for tomorrow, for my job today. So I just literally was like, you know what? There's an event going on. I haven't done anything in it. Let me just go and speed through this real quick. I think I'm at least almost done the main campaign now. I don't know. I haven't really looked into anything regarding this event, so I probably should, especially if I want to go and start farming it soon. But it's okay. I'm actually, so I'm debating. I do want, like, regardless either way, I'll probably end up doing this after stream. But I'd be curious as far as what everybody else here thought. Would you guys want me to just stick with doing Lostbelt story stuff? Or should I just focus on the event? Or maybe just do like half and half. I'm thinking more of doing like half and half. Maybe like first half we'll go and do Lostbelt stuff, and then the second half we'll do like event stuff. I don't know, because my biggest fear is that like there's a lot of chapters in Lostbelt 4, and a little bit more than I originally realized, and I would like to get through it, not just for the sake of you guys and things, but I also like to go and try to farm some of the items for my Arjuna. At least start farming items for my Arjuna altar, so, which I can't right now, unfortunately. You're thinking just do them both balance. That's kind of where I was thinking that too, because then we can focus on like story related stuff first, and then just do event stuff where we can just talk and things. I don't think that would be too bad. Get some relaxing in. Yeah, with the streams that are going on, I'm hoping that we can get through quite a bit of Lostbelt stuff at some point in time. I don't know if I want to continue to stream Lostbelt stuff. Again, only because I want to get through just to get items and start farming items. But I don't know. I have to decide. Worst case scenario, if I decide to do that, I'll at least record the rest. So if you guys are interested and want to watch the VODs for in your own time, that works. I don't know what everybody would think about that. Maybe I'll put a poll in or something. Maybe I'll put like a poll up or something on my Twitter and just asking that stuff. Might be a good thing to do. Oh, before I forget, I want to make sure, I want to let everybody know, keep your guys' eyes peeled at some point in time on Saturday morning. Possibly before I stream, maybe afterwards. Might be a bit of an announcement that I want to let people know about, so just a bit of a heads up on that one. Yeah, I have a big stream. Technically speaking, I have kind of two big streams. Well, 1.5 big streams, let's say that. So I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play, or a new gameplay, on next Saturday. And that's going to be an all-going game in preparation for a big stream event that I'm going to try to go and put together for myself, for the channel. That's going to be end of next month, so end of July. End of July is what we're looking at with that. But more details on that later. But okay, I think we're good now. Let's go ahead and see if things got messed up while we were waiting. Nope, everything looks fine. Let's transfer over to the game, shall we? Maybe not. Oh no, I don't not want to turn that off. Hold on a second. Music off. Then we'll move over here. There we go. And we live! We're here. Hooray! Okay, so time for Lostbelt. So I think, like I said before, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some Lostbelt stuff first, get some more of the story out the way, then we'll do some more of the event, then we'll do some event stuff as well. So that way we can just sit and chat and relax. All that fun stuff. For those of you who weren't here the last time, because Saturday stream was a little bit weird, I actually ended up streaming a little bit of FGO on Saturday, mainly because I finished Mega Man Zero, which the VOD of that should be... Wait, no, I haven't put the VOD up for that. Frick. The VOD of that will be up probably sometime in the next few days, I hope, if I remember. But after that, since we had time left over, I decided to do a little bit of Lostbelt stuff as well. So we'll be having more of that. I'll be posting that up. But we really haven't missed much because we only did about an hour or so. So that was like a chapter or two. Basically, for what you missed, the quote-unquote god of Lostbelt 4 made his appearance, and it happened to be good old Carter's brother, Arjuna. And he's about to blast us into oblivion. And I basically hid for my dear life. Not like anybody in the game, I actually hid. No, there's just none of that, because I don't want to be dealing with that. I don't know if we're actually going to fight him sooner or later. I'm pretty sure we will towards the end, but I don't know if we're going to fight him sooner and then just get, like, curve stomp. But I'm not going to lie, I'm terrified. Of all the servants I've gone against, this Arjuna altar is definitely the scariest. Do not want any of that. But, sure enough, that's what we just got to do. So we are dealing with a archer. I wonder if we're going to be fighting Ash again, if that's the case. Which, if it is, let's play it safe. Oh, get my team back up and running. Well, that's not what I wanted. Let's try this again. Oh, that's not what I wanted. You go over here. Thank you. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Move along! Oh, right, and Pepperoncino popped in to say hi, because reasons. Pepperoncino? Well, here we are, together again, and much sooner than I expected. I was going to just sit back and watch, but I just had to say something after seeing how utterly dense you are. Ah, crap. Yeah, cut out again. Hold, please. Every time, I never know what causes that. Well, sorry about that. Hold, please. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know why I cut out. We can talk more later, though. Right now, you need this scandal. Chop chop. What? You're enemy too. Why should we listen to anything you have to? Well, what if I told you that I was only up to in those mountains because I was running from Nesha? And that Nesha only stopped fighting you guys because tracking me down was a higher priority. What I mean is that they are my enemies as much as yours. I see. So if Arjuna is the master of all those servants, including Nesha, then our young Scandinavian Pepperoncino can be the master of none. There appears to be no evidence to the contrary either. I really don't have time to lay it all out for you right now. I guess I'll have to try the direct approach. Yes, I am a crypter, and I know we're on opposing sides, but I promise you, I'm not lying. I mean, I don't know about that, but we'll see. If you don't get out of here right now, it will be the end of everything. But what about the townspeople? It's okay, you don't have to worry about them. The ones who are fine are well and truly fine, and the ones who aren't, well, you can't help them now anyway. The one thing I can say for sure is that there's a very good reason why you all need to get out of here as fast as you possibly can. If that's still not enough to convince you, then I'll have to resort to cliches instead of logic. The truth is, right now, that's the only weapon I've got. Ready? Here it goes. I hope you'll trust me on this. Really? Pepperoncino. What do we do? Yep. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna, I don't believe this line. Same. Pepperoncino was a good person. I can't imagine he would ever try to deceive anyone. A good person, huh? From my perspective, you seem to be... What? A show-off? No, if nothing else, I agree that you aren't lying. I have no objections to Master's decision. What? You believe him? Field detect decision trumps everything, Mr. Jeroff. Get used to it. Alright then, hurry up and make your way out of... Oh, Ash. Oh, well, hello, Ash. Long time no see. I guess so. Pisses me the hell off to see you here, ex-master. Okay, so I figured that was his servant, or was in this case. My contract with you's been completely overwritten. Any connection we had is long gone. Well that's too bad. I don't suppose you'll let me go to celebrate us no longer being master and servant, would you? Hell no! I can't just let you guys walk out of here. Now, that the big boss has decided he wants you gone, it's my job as one of his Lokapala to see it done. Well, that puts me in a pretty pickle. Would you say all the others feel the same way? How should I know? But I guess they wouldn't do anything unless they were directly ordered to. Pisses me off. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but don't get me wrong. It's not because I don't care about my job. I'm just confident you are more than capable of handling this alone, Ash. Confidence is hugely important, you know. It's just like hunting. It's a bad idea to work too hard when you're confident in your position. If you go around hunting down mountain animals when you don't need to, the mountain end up dead. Is your position the only reason you're standing in our way, Ash? Nah, there's more to it than just that. I know if I stop you guys from getting away now, it'll get us one step closer to his perfect world. And you know what? I want to see his perfect world. I admit it. Which means I've got no choice but to stop you. Okay, so we're going to fight him then. So I'm going to beat all your asses down. And then I'm going to kick back and watch as you all get sucked into this dissolution. The dissolution? What do you mean? So the time for words is over, huh? Then I guess I better get ready to respond in kind. If nothing else, I can understand him a lot better than being way up there. Let's take him down and secure our way out of here, Master. Meanwhile, Arjuna altars is charging up and about to have us just exploded. Something like that. Words are hard. So, you still refuse to look my way, Arjuna? No. Right now, I have another role to fulfill. Awaiting your orders, Master. Let's make our way through. Yeah, as we're about to get spirit bombed by Arjuna. Okay, so we're just going right into it. Oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. What? Oh, that's pepperoncino? Oh! Thanks, pepperoncino! I appreciate it! Yeah, words are like mouthwash. Yeah, basically. I can agree with that. What's the buff has a name now? Unforgiving World. Got it. Oh. Oh, okay. I remember somebody saying last week, I think it was, I remember somebody said last week that we would have to take out people, and I'm guessing it's the 3 servants that we just saw outside of Ash that's going to allow us to get rid of this buff here. Interesting. Well, charge up. I say words are hard, yet I make up words all the time, which completely goes and drives my friends crazy. But life is more fun when you have K-isms. Okay. Well, let's get you debuff. Alright, and I think that's good, so let's Vasafi Shakti you into oblivion. Oh, Chris Tales? Chris Tales? What's that? I'm not familiar with that game. Wait, is that another name for the new Tales game that's coming out? I saw Tales in there, so that's what kind of makes me think that. Am I wrong? I apologize. Ooh, on Twitter. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh. Oh my god. I love how extra he is. Oh man. I have an MP2 Ash now, so I should probably make use of him at some point. But I have Moriarty though, so I don't need him. Okay, not 100% there just yet. Well, I think we can do that. Might as well. Oh god. Oh, those crits! Oh! And now he's almost at wow. Three turn kill everyone? Good lord. Okay. Can't say I was expecting that, but sure. Yeah, okay. Time to die. This is definitely gonna kill him, but always having that extra layer of protection just in case is always good. She is way too cute for her own good, I'm sorry. Praise the Bat Fox girl. Praise. Huh. Actually, hold on a second. Since you sent me that link, Pika, let me check on that real quick. Ooh, that is. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. It froze again. Whoopsie. Oh, please. I say as this thing is playing in the background. Uh-oh. That happened. Okay, we're good now. Sorry about that. I never know when that stuff's gonna happen. Also, okay, now thank you for sending me that, Pika. I wasn't sure what game we were referring to there, but that looks pretty cute. I'll have to watch the rest of it a little bit later. Yes, Fox Lady, best ladies. I don't care what anybody says here. Fox girls are best girls. Like, legit. Ears, like fluffy ears and tail supremacy here, okay? Also, we completed the mission, so we're good. Again, I love the fact that Okasame Hime is basically, she's a yokai, fox spirit, who basically was told, hey, by Tamamo Nabai, hey, I already have the Fox Lady stick going on. Do something else. And she decided to do things about bats. She decided to make a bat motif. Which is also pretty cool, because she kind of disappears in things like a vampire, which I think is pretty neat. Oh, okay, so there's a demo. Nice. Oh, you play. Oh, okay, so you played it when you first debuted. Ooh. Ah, stand still, damn it. Pepe is using Magecraft to help us. He's not doing any damage, but he's moving so fast the enemy can't focus on him. Now's our chance. Can't say I've seen a spell to speed you up quite like that. I mean, have you seen Fate Zero? If you saw Fate Zero, I think that there's definitely spells like that. Trust me. Triple access. Oh, okay. Back when you were a PNG VTuber. Okay, that's cool. It looks like it's just lets you move around really quickly. Plain simple. Want to know how it works? Well, like its name suggests, I use the power of love to bend space around me. I'm a mage, and I have yet to hear of a spell that uses the power of love to distort time and space. I need to go and research this. He's obviously lying, but we'll just have to leave it at that for a moment. The important thing is, the enemy's vulnerable now. There's no life force nearby, and you're good to a distance away from the town now, so don't worry about holding back. Oh, here we go. Time for Vasavi Shakti. Oh, that's awesome. Vasavi Shakti! Don't Pika, do not get me started on The World's End with you. Do not get me started on that game. I swear. I am beyond excited. 13 goddamn years I've been waiting for that game, for that sequel to this game. 13 years! I need that, like, now. I needed that game 13 years ago. Like, just, Spoilers, it may be the game that I'm looking to do a big stream on. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Might have something to do with the fact that that The World's End with You is my favorite game of all time and nobody else can tell me anything different. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Probably just exaggerating things. Probably. It's a direct hit. That should do... What? Oh. Oh. That face, though. Are we sure that Ash is not the Berserker here? Yeah, I'm just really quickly, no, bye. Nope. Bye, guys, I'm out. Just gonna yeet myself away into oblivion here, because I do not want to be dealing with that. I don't know what's worse, him or Ash, like Arjuna or Ash right now. My God, look at that face. What was that, Karna? It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than that to kill me. That attack didn't hurt him, but that's much as certain. But he's recovering from the damage at an alarming rate. Right, I remember. Ash gets stronger the more damage he takes, or the lower the health he has. Yeah, I forgot about that. I see you've changed since I last saw you, Ash. Ha! What do you expect? You're the one who died first. Losing to Arjuna of all people. I did. I won't deny it. Hey now, slow your rolls there, people. We don't have to finish him off just yet, okay? The important thing is, he's hurt enough for us to get past him now. So come on, hurry. He's right, let's go! Yeah, let's everyone run fast as you can. Damn it! Get back here! Nope, bye! Or, as the cool kids say, yeet! Just so you guys know, since I'm Ganesha and all, I can actually run faster than you think, way faster than any ordinary human. I don't even get tired that easily. But I do feel tired, and for a NEET like me, that is the worst thing of all. Very smug baby. Wait, are you referring to Foul or Juko? Wait, technically speaking, I guess we could say both. That was a very smug baby. Yeah, Ganesha is very smug. She is good bean. I like Ganesha. There's no one else in the whole world who hates running as much as I do, as much as we do. Complaining about it won't make it any easier. Just be quiet and keep running. I only said that because I was hoping you'd take the hint and carry me. Oh, well, that would be adorable. Can we see this? I can't. I would be crushed under your weight. Perhaps that is owed to the weight of Ganesha's divine power. Really? we're going that route, Karna? You're gonna get yourself hurt one of these days. Hey, I'm not that heavy. By the way, why are you running away with us? I thought you were our enemy. I have my reasons. Arjuna didn't see me as an enemy before now, so I was fine as long as I was just laying low. But since Nezal found me in the mountains, and especially now that I've helped you, I'm pretty sure he's decided I don't have a place in this world. Basically, now I'm qualified to be collateral damage. Yeah, hamster. Though, you know what? They're both fluffy. Both Foul and Juko are fluffy enough to be hamsters. I can agree with that. Pepe, I'm still not sure what that means. Sorry, Mashi, but you really need to focus on moving your legs, not your mouth. We need to hurry, honey. If we don't get away in time, it's curtains for all of us. So how far do we need to run away? Like, out of the Lostbelt? I'm totally fine with that. You're kidding me. You really don't even know that? Alright, fine. I'll just have to explain as we run. Arjuna there is about to destroy and remake everything in this Lostbelt. Yeah, his facial expressions are pretty brilliant. Oh, that's great. Pepperoncino's awesome. Disillusion and rebirth, destruction and reconstruction, cataclysm and genesis. As the last god of this world, all of that is within his capability. Huh? The reason he's taking so long to charge up is because he needs time to gather the ridiculous amount of energy he needs to pull all of that off. I mean, they did kind of say that everybody was the end of the world was coming because God was doing it, so. And if any of us get caught in the destruction and rebirth of this world, we'll end up disappearing completely. 100% absolutely guaranteed. No recourse, no way out. Nothing. That's quite difficult to believe. But if that enormous mass of energy were to keep growing at an accelerated rate, I suppose it's not impossible. But then, if that's true, what happens to the world after it's been recreated? What about the life forms? I'll fill you in on that later. Right now, I'm just answering Sealess's question of how far we need to run out of the Lostbelt. So now that you know, I'm sure you can figure out what you have to do to avoid a massive noble phantasm capable of destroying the entire world, right? Thankfully, there's not as many noble phantasms out there that can destroy the entire world. Looking at you, Illuminalish. You're the only ones with an evasive measure that can get around that. I'm counting on it to save my skin, too. The border zero sail. Yeah, I figure we're just going to just zero sail our way in between dimensions. Like I said, out of the Lostbelt. Exactly. I'm glad you worked it out. Naturally, I figured that might be the case, so I got the engines all warmed up and ready to go. Let's figure out where to rendezvous, and we'll head there right now and come pick you guys up. I'll admit, it's still risky. I'm not sure what will happen if Arjuna becomes aware of the border too. But right now, it's the only hope we have. I mean, that would be kind of lame if he did. Hold it, just a damn minute. You want us to let a cryptor onto the border and let him experience a zero sail on top of that? Preposterous, absolutely out of the question. I know we've had a cryptor on board before, but that was strictly as a prisoner. Not to mention there were excruciating circumstances. Naturally, neither Da Vinci nor I have discounted the risk of this course of action. But right now, the most important thing by far is ensuring Sealess's safety. All the other considerations are secondary at best. Besides, just look at him. Once he makes up his mind to trust someone, there's nothing any of us can say to persuade him otherwise. Wonder what his face looks like, especially since he's the one out there doing all the heavy lifting. Ugh. I thought we went over this already. At this point, I'm just a single powerless mage. I don't even have a servant anymore. I say that's more than qualified me as a prisoner, personally. A prisoner, huh? I do still regret how Cat Exemplus ended up getting away. If I look at it, there's a chance to gain some valuable information about the cryptors. Maybe the reward is worth the risk. Alright, I'll make a special exception just this once, but he's to be kept under tight security at all times. Thank you, Director Gordoff. I've got the board's rendezvous point coordinates. Let's get there as fast as we can, Master. Come on, guys, let's make a run for it. Foo! Foo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is gonna end. Sheesh. I finally got a chance to survive. All that left now is one simple question. Wow. And he's just sitting there. Will he make it in time? I mean, plot armor and all, so I think we'll be fine. I have all the faith in the world. Yes! Thal is very color worthy, I agree. Thal is good bean. I like Fowl. Considering who Fowl is, well, was, I should say, makes you want to regret not cuddling him. But Fowl's so cute. Oh, okay, so just pure story on this one. Neat. Alright, so let's finish this chapter up. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on, guys. Let me go get something real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Need to grab my glasses real quick. Ethereal glasses that you guys can't see, of course. That was run for our lives and probably die in the process. Foul. Are you okay, Master? We're almost there. Just hanging there a little long. On second thought, now that we've come this far, I doubt anything else will try to attack us. I'll carry you the rest of the way. You too, Fowl. Oh. Okay. Invisible Drake. Yes. Yes. It's ethereal tea. It's vanilla flavor. Gotta love it. Plus, it's convenient because I can use the magic just to go and lift it to me without having to actually lift it up. Magic is wonderful. Wow! Are we at the rendezvous point yet? Also, can we go back to the fact that that boss was trying to go and carry us? Can I like get a picture of that? Because I kind of want to see that. Because I think that would be freaking adorable. Damn. Even with all this distance between us, the pressure from Arjuna is only growing stronger. I've never felt the air turn so stiff before. Not even when Ravana nicked my throat with his sword. Or Kumbhakarna? Kumbhakarna? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I apologize. The giant's foot was hovering above my head. This isn't normal. I'm not usually afraid of anything except for losing Sita. But for some time now, I've been getting chills all the way down to my spirit origin. Hey, we made it! Yeah! Calculating expected arrival time based on our current speed and distance. Setting estimated limits based on current observation results. I'm surprised they will actually start... Well, maybe they can't move because they don't want to reveal their location. Like, can you meet us halfway? That'd be nice. Putting those together, we get... Well, what is it, Matt? What are you trying to say? Why aren't you saying anything? Oi! The only parameters we can adjust now is our speed. We'll just have to hurry best we can. If you happen to install a secret accelerator system while you are working on the border, Captain, this is the moment to reveal it. I didn't have time for that. All I did was make sure all the existing systems were working. We should just be able to rendezvous in time if we use all our resources and go at top speed. The real problem is... Okay, so they're actually going to be as halfway. I figured as much. I'll make as much headway on my end as I can. Please hurry, Da Vinci. Oh wait, you're coming out to meet us? Meanwhile, back at the ranch. It's done. Extracting unified divine power from all divinities. Condensing process complete. Using the 10th to control execution. I find it interesting that Arjuna God Juna is acting more like a robot than he is an actual god. Deploy preparation. Begin. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! Oh. Yeah, that's not good. What was that? Yeah, ball. Nom. This is... Pika, please! Save me! Save me from the ball of destruction! Go eat it! Eat it! Maybe we can have Foul eat it. Oh god, that face! This is it! We're done for! It's all over now! I could tell it too. It couldn't have been more clear. Whatever that was, it's something we absolutely have to evade. Please, please hurry up, Da Vinci. Yay, Kirby! Kirby Suck Power activate! Oh, thank God. Sorry for the wait. Come on then, guys. The hatch is wide open. Everyone on board? Okay, shutting the hatch now. So we made it? Ha ha! Ha ha! Well, that wasn't so bad. You really had me going there, Holmes. Couldn't resist having a bit of fun with us in lieu of Watson's absence, eh, old? We're not out of the woods yet. The real problem is readying the zero sale. What? It doesn't just happen automatically at the push of a button. I did everything I could to prepare in advance. But even if we skip some of the checklist, go with the bare minimum and turn a blind eye to everything else. It won't work. Even if we port the operations as fast as possible, it's still not enough. It's a difference of only 5 seconds, maybe even less, between the time we need and the time when Arjuna releases his noble phantasm. But those are 5 seconds we just don't have. No. Hold it! Hold on just a damn minute! Which one of you just went outside in their spirit form? Karna? Karna, what are you gonna do? That wave earlier, now I see. I don't understand it, but I can sense it. It's true, this world is going to be destroyed, then remade. If we are caught in that, we will disappear. Karna! Karna, don't you dare! Don't you dare do the sacrifice thing, I swear to God! We can't let you be erased, Master, so I'm going to do what I must to ensure you survive. Karna, you don't mean... 5 seconds? Leave it to me. By setting everything I have ablaze and becoming the very radiance of the sun, even this Arjuna will not be able to consume it all at once. For at least those 5 seconds, I will make sure he knows who I am. Good God, Karna, you are amazing. But if you do that, you'll... Come on, Karna, you can't do this. Be reasonable. I can't let you sacrifice yourself for my sake. You're not allowed. Stop that. There's no other way. Get ready to set sail. Here we go. He's got a Vasha V Shakti, that noble phantasm into oblivion. It's going to be amazing. Holmes, I'm working on it. It'll just be a little longer. That's it. Any servant would do the same. It is not what this is what I want. You need not worry about me. Karna, stop that! Don't you dare let a sacrifice be in vain. Now sit down and buckle up. You didn't even talk to me before you left. You've got a lot of nerve going off on your own like that, Karna. You are truly the great hero of benefaction, a warrior among warriors. As they say nowadays, you live up to the hype, and then some. I'll take care of things from here. You give him hell. Thank you. Entering final phase of emergency dive preparation. Initiating countdown. How much time do we have until the attack hits us? So little that I'd rather not spend it answering that question. Wait, you can't. This is... Arjuna, this may go without saying, but there are a few things I want more than to run you through. I could even take advantage of this briefest of opportunities to try and do so now. But at this moment, I am a servant, sworn to protect my master. I am not here to meekly accept this outcome, nor resign my fate to my fate. I am here to stand before you with pride, so that may ignore me with disdain. So today, I will not be taking up my spear. Instead... Oh boy. He's taking up his armor too. God has cast his gaze downward. These defects are unnecessary and therefore evil. Begone, evil. You have no place in the new Yuga, the new world. I will now wield the sword of the gods who end all things. I will cut off the world from the rift in the world made by the blade. Clear purification will burst forth. Terminus and Genesis, the cycle anew, will cycle anew. Sword of disillusion, let your blade fall. Mahapraya! Oh! Oh! Well, shit. Oh, shit, it cut off. God damn it. It cut off. I didn't even get to see what happened. Really, game? Really? Come on now. I'm so sorry. Yes, explode? Come on. That's mean. I didn't even get to see what happened. But yeah, probably explode. Behold, these are the shining armors and earrings given to me by Shirya, god of the sun. Which is interesting, considering the fact that if memory serves me correctly with Carter's lore, he was born with that armor. I know he can remove it, but I thought he can only, once he removes it, he can't use it anymore. Or was that he can only remove it, he can remove it and unremove it anytime he wants to, but he can't use it anymore after he uses Vaxa V Shakti. I gotta relook at his lore again. But know this, once I transform into the life's radiance, this gold will no longer be my armor. It will merely be a sign that I am burning bright as the sun, here where you can see it. Kavashala and Kandara. So his earrings and armor, he's going to incorporate into his noble phantasm. Golden armor. Oh, God! That's a cool sight. He's activating his defensive noble phantasm. But, oh, okay, so he's not using Vaxa V Shakti. He's actually putting his defensive noble phantasm on full blast. That's interesting. I didn't know he could put more power into it. That's kind of cool. I swear that Carter is literally like one of the best, if not it's probably one of the strongest Lancers out there. I love it. He activated his defensive noble phantasm, but even with this protection, yeah, unfortunately, it's of divine. This attack is of divine. Please don't tell me you. Oh, come on. Oh, please. Okay, I do not know what I'm doing wrong here to make this cut out on me, but stop it! Stop it! We're trying to do a story here. I don't know if I need like a new cord or something like that. Maybe? I don't know. That's so weird. Anyway, Garda! It's alright. I don't know how I know you, but I know you well. Bad things are definitely bad, I agree. And though I can't explain it, I have every confidence that we will one day meet again. In Fate CCC, I hope. Remake. Maybe. So don't be sad. And please, take care of Master for me. There! Shadow Border, untethered from reality. Void Space died. Zero Sail, unfearal. And away we go! Just as Carta gets eviscerated. Fun fact for those who don't know, Carta's noble phantasm makes him essentially act as a huge defensive buff for anything that's not a divine attack. I think if memory serves me correctly, it's any attack that's either not divine or of a rank A and up in the grading scale does like 80% less damage. So he can take a lot of hits with his armor active. It's amazing. Ooh, okay, we get to go through this one really quickly. The relic called Falsehood. Okay, I love the fact that the background is the shadow border right now. I'm all for this. Anyway, next chapter. The relic called Falsehood. Yes. Are we still alive? Did we make it? Good grief. Talk about escaping by the skin of our one's teeth. We may have paid a heavy price, but at least we managed to protect what we absolutely needed to. Karna. Yeah, I'm with you there too. But it's okay, he'll be back, probably. Even when wearing nigh indestructible armor... Even wearing nigh indestructible armor imbued with the sun god's power, there's only so much one can do when the very world crumbles away. Truth be told, I'm impressed he lasted as long as he did. That was a feat unkin to holding back the waters of the ocean, or catching a falling star with one bare hand. Which, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure we have servers that could do that. There are a few heroes in all of history who could have withstood a cataclysm like that, even just for a few seconds. For us, those few seconds were truly the difference between life and death. Karna, hero of benefaction, I salute your strength and devotion. You have my eternal thanks. First Nezaha, now Karna. We barely just gotten here, and we've already lost 2 of our servants. As cold-hearted as this may sound, we can't move on if we keep our focus in the past. Let's go over what we gained as well. Yes, I know you're right. I know, you're right. Go ahead, Holmes. That wave of light we were served just before we died contained a truly unbelievable amount of magical energy. More than enough to convince me it was capable of destroying this entire Lostbelt. If I hadn't already seen it with my own eyes. No one here should be able to wield power to that scale. But given that he clearly can, there must be a reason for that. We've even heard a few hints towards his nature already. The final god, every Indian divinity rolled into one. So now, I think we'd best hear more about him from someone I believe is uniquely qualified to answer. Let me come right to the point. What is he? Okay, now seems like as good a time as any for a bit of a chat. Plus, now that you showed me what the reverse side of the world looks like, it's only fair that I reprocreate. Words! Oh my god. Reprocreate, what am I thinking? The rift between worlds, the inside of nothingness, the gap between heaven and earth, the space outside the universe. Here, where a single moment spans an eternity, only he and a few beings he acknowledges are able to exist. Storage records, organization, complete, commencing, reconstruction. Oh no, not you! What the heck are you doing here? Get out of here, you crazy son of a bitch! Not gonna lie though, he's actually a really cool character. I still need to do the other story so I can know more about him, but I kind of want him as a servant. I know! It's horrible! Run away! Run away! Delightful. What a delightful way of molding the world as you see fit. I don't think I'll ever get tired of watching it. It's so iteral? So transcendent, and all above, so violently correct. Ah, what a blessing it is to witness it so closely. If you say so, personally, I think it's just plain boring. Hey, Tamamo, Also, not gonna lie, she actually looked really cool with her veil like that. Okay, like legit, if and when we get Tamamo Vish as a servant, please tell me we get this as one of the outfits. One of the Ascension outfits. Like, Tamamo Vish has so many good outfits, it's not even funny. Just, please. This is probably my favorite one. I really like the veil and everything. Looks like a gypsy. He even had the perfect chance to get rid of the Chaldea clowns. And he just let them get away. What was he thinking? I know, just a little fox ears popping out of the veil is adorable. I love it. Unnecessary defects deleted. Continuing logic absorption and continual repairs. I find it strange that he's acting more like a robot than than an actual god. Oh, my. You really should be more careful. You're lucky he seems not to have heard you this time. If he decided we're defects and unnecessary too, we won't be able to escape the recreation process either. He's a god after all. He gets to make those sort of judgments. Right now, the Chaldeans are a little more than pests to be cleaned up after the rest of the trash. If he did decide that Seerless and his little gang were truly unnecessary, he would send one of his Lokapala to handle them. It is not our place to say anything, let alone do so impertinently. No, all we need to do is stand back and merely spectate as he recreates this world into his own perfect little sandcastle. It may be wrong to draw up plans and create molds when it comes to making sandcastles, but as they say, if this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Why doesn't anyone else try their hands at it? The more we repeat the process, the closer we'll get to making the perfect plans and molds. At this rate, we're going now. Why, I expect it won't be long at all before we get there. Yes, I suppose the sand we're using may get worn and tattered the more we destroy and rebuild. But that is a small price to pay to bring such a grand project to its completion, don't you think? So of course we'll keep going. I like voicing him, he's fun. The foreign god's disciple consists of 3 alter egos. I love the concept of alter egos always put me as weird. But those are extra class servants. I have a feeling we're gonna see more of those extra class servants at some point in time. I mean, what we have: Ruler, Avenger, Alter Ego, Moon Cancer, and Foreigner as our 5. Yeah, we'll probably. I expect we're gonna at least get 2 more to kind of round out the set. Yeah. Oh my god. Cody and Sky is just like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, where Cody and Sky at? Where's your normal gusto as far as dealing pain and stuff like that? Unless you're just bored. But this monk is one to be especially wary of. Part of it is that he's very much rotten to the core. I mean, you're one to talk, but it also couldn't be more obvious that in the end, he's going to cast off the few ambition he has, wreck everything in his path, and move on to do it over again somewhere else. Oh, hello, foreign god. Oh, wait, no, other disciple of the foreign god. What's with that look? Are you saying I only dislike him because he reminds me of myself? Yeah, right, you're way more alike. I'm a patient woman. Even I can only take being lumped in with something like that for so long. Why don't you open your mouth and actually say something for once? Or is your job really just observing and nothing else? I'm gonna say observing and nothing else. Well, I guess you didn't need to say anything there. You actually couldn't have said, I can already see where this is going, if you brought a megaphone. Yeah, right? Alright, I'll just make do with modest gains in this Lostbelt and focus on finding out what that monk is up to. After all, I certainly don't want him getting in the way of my own future plans. Final value allotments confirmed. Entering. Executing. Time to remake the world. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess it would be like putting shards of glass together. Thus, the world is reborn. Its cycle begins anew. And done. Wow, if putting the world together was just like putting pieces of a puzzle or glasses back together, I'm game. Oh, hey, look. The quadruple X Yuga cycle. Inception. Wonder how much time we'll have until the next one. So I'm sure you've all at least figured out this much, but that Arjuna is the core of this Indian Lostbelt. He's the reason this world became part of the protruding theoretical phenomenon. Let's see, to tie it to Holmes's earlier question. Holmes's? This world was pruned away because in it, he gained the power you just witnessed. What happened exactly? Just so you know, this is all speculation on my part, okay? There's no one around who can prove what really happened. Anyway, I don't know exactly when he got all that power or when this world became estranged from proper human history. All I know is that it was a long time ago, but I can make an educated guess it was probably during the Mahabharata? Something happened right around when the war it depicted came to an end. Something that led to Arjuna acquiring every divinity in India. Right, you mentioned that earlier, that it's really true? It would certainly make a kind of paradoxical sense given what we've seen thus far. A feat of extraordinary as remarkable, the entire world simply wouldn't be possible without an equally extraordinary background. Yeah, rada. But that still doesn't explain how it happened. This is also just speculation, but I think he probably acquired the divinities in phases. In the most plausible explanation I can think of, he probably started by acquiring Vishnu's power. Since his closest friend, Krishna, was one of the Vishnu's avatars. What more, Krishna was said to have one of the strongest connection to Vishnu of all his avatars. Not only that, not that I'm saying you're weak, of course, Rami. I am perfectly able to understand the point you are making. Never mind the passations. Just keep going. You've got it, hon. So, if Arjuna somehow got Vishnu divinity from Krishna, peacefully or otherwise, it stands to reason that it could have laid the groundwork to do the same with the other divinities. Vishnu is one of the most powerful gods in all of Indian mythology, after all. I expect he went around hungrily unifying all of the other Indian gods in this Lostbelt one by one after that. Indra, even Shiva and Brahma were no exceptions. So once he absorbed all their divinities, he became what he is now, a robot god! And Arjuna, with divine power over death and creation, ruler of this Lostbelt, and capable of destroying and rebuilding everything he likes. And yet, I still think he pales in comparison to a certain Lostbelt queen we will see in Lostbelt 6. I mean, I don't know the adaptation as far as how that's going to compare with this godlike power with the power of the Fae, but, you know, details. No, you can't even call him Arjuna anymore. He may have started as Arjuna, but he's something else altogether now. That's why he no longer has a shred of heroic Arjuna's personality. And he's a robot! You saw that for yourself, didn't you? Yeah, he was nothing like the Arjuna we know. Yes, he seemed disconnected, mechanical. I'm not sure how to best describe it, but it did seem very clear that we won't be able to reason with him. Technically, this would not be the first such entity we've met, If you will think back to Scandinavia, Sitonai was an amalgamation of 3 divine spirits. But Arjuna would seem to be on a whole another scale altogether. So much so it's hard to believe they're in the same category. Yeah, I mean, 3 divine gods compared to an entire pantheon does definitely tip the scales of power in Arjuna's favor. Just saying. Oh, god damn it, I'm skipping everything. At this point, it is all too plausible to accept that he is neither human nor servant, but an entirely new divine conceptual being. Truth be told, I'm surprised he's even able to maintain his form. Alright, so we know what his deal is. Now what about you? What's your game here, Cryptor? Me? Why isn't it obvious? Oh my god, that face. Like the cat who ate the canary. The only thing that's obvious about you is that your face practically screams, "Don't trust me." Well, I never. I'll have you know I was just trying to keep my embarrassment from showing. But alright, if you need me to explain, I can do that. After becoming a Cryptor, I summoned Ash to be my servant. After I was assigned this Indian Lostbelt, the first thing I did was make a contract with its king, Arjuna. Once I learned he was basically a god, I spent my first few months here trying to control him as much as I could. But after that foreign god's disciple showed up, Arjuna suddenly started behaving strangely. I mean, which one? We got 3 of them. Technically 4. Which one messed with Arjuna? I guess the disciple must have managed to sway him over to his side. Who is this foreign god's disciple? Yeah. He's a young man who's always wears some sort of Japanese outfit. He calls himself a monk, but he's clearly a failed Omuji. Oh, okay. So, the crazy bastard decided to ended up messing with Karna. Got it. Oh. He's very handsome, but he's also thoroughly twisted and just rotten to the core. Definitely not my type. If I had approached him, the odds were better that even that one of us would have ended up dead. And we couldn't have that, right? Seeing how we're both technically on the foreign god side after all. So I always made sure to keep my distance from him. I never even got a chance to find out his true name. At least we know he isn't Koyanskaya, and it sounds like he's not Father Kotomite, Rasputin either. Oh, I'm fond of Koyanskaya. She may be evil, but she's a pure sort of evil. You know how she can cross between Lostbelt as she pleases, right? So I see her every now and then. But I haven't got a read on her. It's like she doesn't respect the foreign god despite being an alter ego. I mean, considering what she has planned later on, which we'll see in Lostbelt 5, I hope, I don't blame her. But anyway, Koyanskaya doesn't have anything to do with Arjuna. Basically, thanks to the other alter ego, the male disciple, Arjuna started taking a much heavier hand to his world than he ever did before. After that, it sounds like they needed more pawns for running errands and such. So he went and took my contract with Ash, all because he just happened to be close by. I mean, wait, why you... Okay, you crazy. And just like that, Ash was his, and there was nothing I could do. A lot of good being a Cryptor, oh, god damn it. A lot of good being a Cryptor did me, right? At that point, all I could do was laugh at how absurd it all was. What? He just took your contract from you? And he even used Rule Breaker to do it. Thinking back on it now, I shouldn't be surprised considering just how powerful a god he is. I just didn't realize how I just didn't really get how powerful until he was using that power on me. Then, to top it all off, he went and summoned a few more servants all on his own. I don't know if he figured out how by studying Ash, or if his disciple told him, but I guess that doesn't matter. The point is, he had more servants on the side. I knew I had zero chance of taking Ash back. I got the impression that Ash used to be your servant based on our earlier conversation. What I really want to know is what happened after that. After that, I ran away as fast as my legs would carry me, of course. I didn't want to die for nothing, after all. That's really all it comes down to with me. But don't you cryptors have a duty to grow your Lostbelt? Isn't that how you're supposed to determine which one is truly worth to rule? Well, sure, but with this India, or rather with Arjuna in it, that's not going to happen. Honestly, I knew it was pointless almost as soon as I got here. Easy to see this world is a dead end now. Dead end, and nothing I can do about it. So I gave up on my responsibilities to grow this world trees of emptiness. I mean, who cares who the king of the world is if you're not alive to see it? Kishtaria is probably already figured out that my Lostbelt's a lost cause. In David's case, I'm not sure. I wish he would show at least a little bit of interest in it. But oh well. David? Was David the... Wait, no, I'm thinking Beryl. Wait, was Beryl? Hold on. Crypto names are hard. Hold, please. Okay, yeah, David Subvoid. Yeah. Okay, so that's the master of apparently the berserker of the crypto group. Yeah, I'm curious. Apparently his is his Lostbelt's all the way in South America. Somewhere. What that could be depicting, I don't know, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah, barrels. Barrels are good things. Oh, that reminds me. I heard you had a run-in with Kadok, Ophelia, and Akuda. Well, if you're not going to make this personal, I won't either. Besides, I can't go around avenging my crab-rams or talking about Cryptor's pride with things as they are now, can I? I mean, considering the fact that half of your group is gone, yeah, I don't think you could really have a leg to stand on. Huh. So you're refusing to comment on the Cryptors, is that it? And as long as we don't bring up the Cryptors ourselves, you won't oppose us as one. Is that what you're saying? Take it however you like, but just knowing that Cyrillus spared Kadok and buried Ophelia, well, that's more than enough reason for me to want to avoid fighting him if I can. I noticed you didn't mention Akuda Hinako there. What about her? Oh, Akuda's a special case. I mean, she wasn't even human, right? She was never on anyone's side but her own to begin with, so I don't see any reason to avenge her. You knew Akuda Hinako was a true ancestor? I mean, she's technically not a true... Wait, is she? I mean, I think she's the closest thing we're going to get to a true ancestor in this game. True ancestors are terrifying! Like, it's what happens when you mix an elemental with a vampire with the ability to... with basically the force of nature of an elemental. Everybody dies! Damn it. Akuda did a good job keeping her cards close to her chest, but I've always had a good nose for that sort of thing. I knew the instant I arrived at Kodea that she wasn't actually human. What did you mean when you said this world's a dead end? That face. Oh yes, that's the last thing I need to tell you about. Arjuna uses his powers to destroy and recreate the world over and over, cycling it through periods called yugas. I'll spare you the details for now, but while they're similar in some ways to India's original concept of yugas, they ultimately diverge pretty widely. We have a couple of problems. First, he gradually is going through the yugas faster and faster. Then there's one thing of the things that he does as he completes each cycle. Something he does when he remakes the heaven and earth in between yuga cycles? We have already been informed of something along the lines, namely the judgment Asha told us about. I can infer that judgment entails, thanks to her telling us, it involves everybody doubting and coming back to life. But of course, now's not the time for speculation. Oh, why not? I'd love to get to see you speculate in person, Holmes. Hard as it may be to believe coming from me, I have no intention of interrupting someone else's explanation of a thorny riddle with my own half-baked theories. Hehe. Well, if you already know that much, it would probably be faster to see it for yourself than anyway. Hi! It's me, Da Vinci, the beautiful genius who's been forced to keep her mouth shut and listen despite being just itching to jump into all this fascinating discussion. Our reality space observation results have finally stabilized, so we can emerge from our zero cell now. The longer we stay submerged, the more chance we have of something going wrong, so I hate to cut Puppuccino's explanation short. I really think we should head back to reality space now, especially for our own. What do you say, Gordy? Alright, then go ahead. But I want our security to remain airtight, and make damn sure we resurface inside the Lostbelt. Got it? Got it! Will it be safe for us to go back outside after we emerge? Oh, sure. The rules about the Yuga cycles are 100% absolute, so I can promise you Arjuna won't try anything now that we've just started a new one. Though, when it comes to other dangers, I can't make any guarantees. I mean, I just don't know, you know? We can't let the mere possibility of danger hold us back. We may not be able to do anything about that cataclysm yet. But we'll just have to assume we'll be able to handle any other threats we run into. Nezuha and Cardo may be gone now, but you still have Mash, myself, and Ganesha, the Divine Spirit. Yeah, I guess so. Are you alright? Yeah, Juko's probably taking this the hardest. Sorry for being down in the dumps. I'm okay now, I promise. I know I still have my Ganesha duties to fulfill. And besides, did you hear what Carter said? He asked me to take care of you for him. Can you believe that? A super great hero like Carter is asking a loser like me for help. How does that work? Still, I don't think he'd have said that if he hadn't needed my help. So, that must mean he thought I was up to it. That he trusted me as a fellow servant. So I figured I may be a loser, but I can still do my loserly best. My loserly best! I'm using that from now on. If Carter's gonna put his trust in me, I might as well see if he saw something I didn't. Just don't expect me to be much help. Loserly best. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Pika. Yes, let's do our loserly best, everyone. Or dirt best. Let's be dirt-tastic. Okay, I won't. Glad to have you with us. Welcome aboard, Ganesha. Junko. I'll come along too and help. I'll come along and help too. Oh, of course. Besides, it's easier to explain things when you're seeing them in person. Is that all right with you, Seerless and Mosh? Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pepe. Hold it! What do you think you're doing, Pepperoncino? Haven't you forgotten you're a prisoner? The derpiest of days! Huh? But the border won't be leaving this Lostbelt until Seerless finishes what he came here to do, right? So how could I possibly get away on my own? Besides, helping all of you is the surest way to help me survive too. Not wrong, enemy of my enemy. Not to mention that Mashi just looks so adorable after all this time that I can't help but want to support her anyway, you know? He understands we must support we must support Mosh. We must support our Hokai? The opposite of Senpai. Wherever the opposite of Senpai is. I forget what the opposite of Senpai is. I see. Thank you? Of course, if you insist on keeping me in here, well, I can't blame you for that. But are you sure it's a good idea? A good idea? Don't be preposterous. Of course I'm sure it's... No, wait. Hang on. What if? Oh my, he's gone so pale. Upness! Ipness! Well, I did ask for the opposite senpai, so... Freaking love that. Scared of keeping an unknown element like me here in the heart of their operation. God, he's so easy to read. I could have Holmes and Captain restrained him, but what if he planted a bomb inside his body? There's something frightening about him reminds me of a mercenary. He may have said he only wants to survive, but he's obviously not the least bit frightened about dying. I could easily see him blowing himself up and taking us all out with him. So then, the safest option would be... Or safest option for you? Alright, I suppose it wouldn't be the humane thing to do. Very well then, just this once, I'll grant you special permission to accompany Seerless. But be warned, this permission is contingent on you obeying every order we give you, without question. Refuse and I won't hesitate to take whatever measures I deem necessary. Is that clear? Okay, that's fair. If I die, I die. Works for me. Okay then, let's get going. Shadowborn preparing to emerge. Everyone, hold on tight. As soon as we're safely back into reality space, let's go and see what this newly remade world is like. Oh, that was a mouthful. Jeez, all the words. Ah. All right, what are we looking at next? Okay, so we have 4 more. All right, so it's about 1:30 now. So what do you guys think? You think we're good to go on and do some event stuff? That way we can chit chat a little bit. Or you guys want to keep going? I'm gonna definitely take a break for a couple of minutes just so I can rest my voice. If that's what you think we could do some events, awesome. Okay. Yeah, they'd like to just definitely rest my voice. Why I decided to pick games that have lots of words in them and reading them off, I don't know. Oh boy. But yeah, I think what I'll do is, I think I might at some point in time, like, we're definitely going to still do some more Lostbelt stuff, but depending on the speed, and maybe I'll look a little bit ahead just to see how far into it, or how far we'll have to deal with, or how long the story, because I remember it's like 19 chapters. I don't know how much text is going to be in said chapters. So I wonder what the best thing to do. Should we keep streaming it? Or should we just maybe I can just do things like a little bit like Let's Play style and then cut around a little bit. That way you guys can watch at your convenience and I can just play it with my free time. Something like that. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, lemon honey definitely helps. I agree. I do have some honey and some lemon juice. Maybe I'll add that to my tea. I still have some tea left. Maybe I'll add a little bit of that to help my voice. Okay, I think it's a good idea. Well, hey, give me a few minutes. I'll be back, and then we'll go on to the event. So we'll do some farming and things like that, and then we'll be able to chat. I think that'll be fun. Anyway, BRB! Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, and the thing paused again. Okay, legit, I really need to figure out why this thing freezes as much as it does. I will never understand why. Whatever might be worth, rather than just doing an animated one, I might just do just a single picture. Oh well. I'll think about that later. Thanks, Pika, I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody here has gotten some water, got hydrated. I finished my tea off. I didn't have as much honey as I thought I did, and I am sad. But it's okay. Oh, you got the coffees. Oh. Wait, let's head back over. Oh, hey, look. We're here. Huh. Man, chapter 7, and we still have a ton more to... We gotta go to 19. Okay, I really gotta look at how half of these, like, how... because there's a bunch of other people. I imagine that this is not the first time that somebody has streamed any of these things for FGO. So I'm curious how people went through them. Did they just do longer streams and then get through the whole story, or did they skip it, or what? I personally want to actually enjoy the story this time around, but jeez. Well, we're not going to be doing Lostbelt stuff. I'm curious as far as how all this new world's going to end up seeing, and how Pepperoncino is going to, we're going to end up covering the blows with Pepperoncino. Whenever it's just kind of biding this time with, because technically speaking, he's being honest. I think what's going to end up happening is he'll basically like, yep, I'll help you now. And then when you guys get rid of Arjuna Altar, I will take my servant back and beat the living crap out of you. I get the feeling that's what's going to happen, but that's just me. Oh, boy. But we won't worry about that now. Time for event. Back to terminal. Okay. We must work towards getting the Lancer cutie. And then maybe some farming afterwards. I don't know, but we'll see. I think if I remember, I have like most of the territories here already claimed just from my work last night. Because like I said, I barely did anything prior to yesterday. So we are looking pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna need 260 of this mineral item. But we have enough for the little red bottle of potions. I'm calling it a potion bottle. It looks like a potion bottle. And here we need more wheat. So what you're telling me is basically we need to go farm more stuff. Where is that? No. Where? There it is. Because I think I was just farming. Oh, was it this one I was farming, or was it another one? Oh, why not? I don't think it really matters. I'm pretty sure there's some areas that do more than others, but nah. I haven't looked at the guide or anything like that, so. Alright, let's get the farming team back together. No, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, we're good. Am I missing anything? I wonder if there is an event CE. Nope, I do not have an event CE. Okay, that makes me sad. Alright, time to farm. But hope everybody's day/evening is going good. I know for some of you out there, you're on vacation because of schooling. Well, I imagine some of you guys are just finished with work, so hopefully you guys are relaxing and enjoying your time here. I always appreciate you guys coming by. Especially after last week, because, like, last week was insane. I cannot begin to tell you, because combination of just both of the streams that we had, both between Zero's Escape and this, having all those people there just to hang out and say hi, that was awesome. So I'm super happy, and I am super pleased and just thankful that you guys enjoyed me enough to check me out and hang out with me. It is definitely something I'm not used to being trapped in the infinite void for so long, couple millennia will do that to you. But it's okay. Let's get some stuff just because I have to mold something down. But yeah, hopefully the. But I will say, I hope, hopefully the next week. Oh, you're gonna lurk? Okay, perfect, Pika. I'm not going anywhere for a bit. Look away, relax, do the things. I still appreciate you being here. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Where should we go on that? Man, I'm curious, just considering how the last session for Gacha Hell went, how when mid-July hits with the beach event, God, there's going to be so many things to roll for during that time. Not just for Edmond, but the big one, at least for me, is... Well, no, Edmond is the big one for me, but the one before... Wait, is it before that or after that? I gotta check the GP schedule again, but I know that the summer we have the bi-yearly GSSR, which I'm super stoked about because I'm curious to see, well, what I end up with. Maybe I'll make a tier. Maybe I'll make a tier list for the GSSR when that comes out, when we get closer to the time. Actually, now that I think about it, there's actually a couple of... That might be a fun fate thing to do. Ooh, maybe we could do that for a stream. Maybe have a stream where we just talk about fate stuff. Maybe do a tier list of some sort. Maybe I'll do that as a video or something like that. I don't know. I'd love to do more fate content, if I'm being honest. I've had a couple ideas for like a couple of videos and stuff like that. I can't believe she's halfway done. I've had a couple ideas for some Fate videos just to do for fun. And remember, since we were quickly, I actually have to leave here to be able to get the points, and then I'll be able to put some back in again. But yeah, like I've had a couple of like Fate-related videos slash just things that I've wanted to make. Ooh, okay, that's a lot. I will take that. Let's do that again. But I'm curious. For those of you who are Fate fans out there, who like I have to ask that this is going to be a bit of a, well, not so much a random question. It's relevant. What is your guys' favorites of all the series that we've had in this goddamn franchise? Because boy, howdy, we've had a lot. What the heck is your guys' favorite? Like, if you could get rid of all the other Fate series and have just one in just some kind of weird time bubble, maybe, you know what? Maybe Arjuna Alter comes in and just like Mahapralya's all the other Fate universes into oblivion. And he allows only one to be kept. Which one would that be? Actually, now that I think about it, if I put it into that context, that makes things a lot harder. Because there's a lot of aspects of each series that I really like. Honestly, I think just series-wise, run-wise, animation-wise, just for a good all-rounder, Fate Zero is definitely the best of the bunch. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm probably very biased because, again, for those of you who are not aware, Fate Zero is probably my favorite anime, or one of, definitely in my top 3, I would say. Because it is such a freaking masterpiece of how it was done. Like, the animation was great. Where, granted, it's a little bit wordy towards the beginning, I admit. The action is very well done, considering the fact that it's a series that oftentimes has to juggle anywhere between 15 plus characters as the main character, mind you. and do it well enough to where everybody gets a decent amount of screen time, that's awesome. Like, that was something that impressed me the most as far as Fate Zero was concerned. Because, sure, I think we're fine. Because, sure, the other series, like Unlimited Blade Works and the original Fate Stay Night, really focused on one set of characters. I mean, Apocrypha did that too, in Extra. I mean, even technically speaking, Fate Zero does focus around, God, why does his name escape me? Kirisugu, goddamn. I'm sorry, Kirisugu. Like the series is the first series. Fate Zero is technically revolved around Kirisugu and his adventures, but the fact that they were able to implement, like, he didn't really have all that much screen time. I think everybody, for the most part, got a decent amount of screen time, with maybe Kodomine and Kirisugu getting a little bit more. Plus, let's not forget the servants, is not just the masters, but the servants had to get screen time too, and they got a decent amount. Some episodes were a little bit more focused than others, but still, everybody felt relevant. The Fourth Holy Grail War, just everybody in the Fourth Holy Grail War, no matter where they are, what they were doing, they felt relevant. I think the only person that I would say that I wish had a little bit more screen time was Kiria. Only because Kiria was probably the master that I was rooting for the most. Though, let's be real, I think Kiria was going about it all wrong, but I can appreciate what he was doing. Like, I think he was definitely going about it all wrong and stuff, and he was a bit disillusioned, but I don't know. I guess he was just as fucked up as everybody else in the end, especially with what happens later. Then again, after being essentially, like, subjected to torture to be able to become a master, like he did in speedrun mode during, like, for a full year, along with all the other shit that was happening to him, like, you can kind of understand why he went batshit insane towards the end. Definitely worth being the master of Berserker. Or of a Berserker servant. Zero Berserker is still one of my favorites. At least until Lostbelt 6 happens. God, why can't we have Lostbelt 6? I need that in my life yesterday. No, I need that in my life 10 years ago. But yeah, like I said, all the, like, I always joke that Fate, like, if you want to see how a real Holy Grail War is supposed to be like, just watch Fate Zero and you'll see what happens. Because I think Fate Zero is probably the closest adaptation to a true Holy Grail War that we've ever had in the Fate franchise. Because for the most part, every favorite Holy Grail War has gone off the rails in some way, shape, or form. Some a little bit more than others, but still. Like, a big one, for example, I would probably say would be, like, Fate, because Fate Stay Night, it diverges pretty heavily depending on the route that you go. More so in Heaven's Feel, I think it diverges the most in Heaven's Feel. God damn it. Yeah, I think Heaven's Feel is where it diverges the most in that regard, but even still, Shiro and Rin had it off easy. Let me say that. If the Holy Grail War was if they were in the dealing with the people in the Fourth Holy Grail War as they were here, oh, those poor Babbies would not be able to not survive the night. Rin maybe a little bit more so than others, but damn. Okay, decent amount, decent amount. I'm going to do that one more time then. And then let's not forget good old the Holy Grail War Royale with the two factions. In Fate Apocrypha too. Fate Apocrypha was good. It had its strong points and its bad points. I think, and I'm gonna. So, I need to rewatch the series again because I've only seen it all the way through about twice, just so I can remember certain parts. I know everybody has there's characters that were really well done or decent, and there were other characters that weren't so well done, a la Sieg. If we're getting technical. Because I know there's a lot of people that are saying they do not like Sieg. And for the most part, I can see where people are coming from with that. Especially with the fact that he ended up with Jean, and Jean didn't. And a lot of people felt like that ship wasn't earned, which is legit. That I can agree with. I can see and I can agree with. Yeah, I can definitely see where that relationship wasn't earned at all. In the grand scheme, so I can see why people got upset about that. From my understanding, plus also we didn't get much time with Sieg. Sieg was just kind of there. I feel like Sieg kind of got a bit more of the Vaughn and Ash treatment. Wait, Vaughn and Penel. That's not thinking out. The Vaughn and Penel treatment from Final Fantasy 12, where they're not really there for the plot. They're just there. They're not doing anything with the plot. They're just kind of there. Which, in writing, it's fine to have characters who are more observers, watching events take place, and then maybe interacting with things a little bit here and there, but then have them being the focus point. Because technically speaking, and I kind of use this as an example to that, if you guys are familiar with the series, the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Kion was very much kind of a dry character. He was just kind of there. I think a lot of people could relate to him because he was just bored all the time, and that was he had an eternal mood. And maybe that's why people like him a little bit. But kind of at his character as a core, he's just kind of average everyday dude. There's nothing super extraordinary about him. The characters around him, however, were way more interesting. And I think that's kind of the point. So, but the series is really popular, and Kion fits very well into everything that's going on. Like I said, he's not super extraordinary, and technically speaking, he acts as a catalyst in which for the story to go on. But I guess it helps balance. I don't know. I guess you could say Kion is more I think Kion is more like a stand-in for us as the watcher or the reader, just as this kind of the average everyday person who we can all relate to, and maybe that's why people like him so much. Because that's one thing. That's one thing for when you're making characters and stuff like that. It's always good to make a character relatable to other people, give them a lot more depth. While you can't necessarily relate to them being a mage or a wizard or anything or I just said the same thing twice. A mage or a thief or somebody that's living in a magical world or has a pet dragon or whatever. I don't imagine that you could relate to that unless there's parts of this world that you guys haven't told me about. And if so, why? Why haven't you told me about this? I would like to see dragons again. It has been so long. But I can it's good to have characters that just people that everybody just can relate to, because then you just become more invested in the story. And I think Kion is a good catalyst for that. Sieg, not so much, because we can't really relate to him that well. From my understanding, though, I think because of the fact that the story is paced better. Because if memory serves me correctly, I believe Fate Apocrypha was very much rushed and condensed. so we didn't get to spend nearly as much time. So there are parts of it that we just seem a little bit rushed. And that's kind of one of the things, even though Apocrypha's good, and the fight scenes are good, I think that's kind of where it falls short, and I'm just doing a bit of a comparison in as far as like Fate Zero, as a bit of a benchmark. There's action scenes and stuff like that, and there's character development, but this time around, considering the fact that we essentially have double the cast, I imagine that'd be super hard to try to balance it out the same way you do with Zero. The fact that they were able to do it with Zero as well as they were is a freaking miracle. So, like, I still can't get over how that's even possible. Which one should we do? Let's do this one first, as a warm-up. Restaurant. I love the fact that the name is changed to Restaurant Owner. That's amazing. Infantry Woman. Oh my god. Oh, that is so funny. Anyway. Okay, yeah, there it is. Let's see if we can get this done like this. But yeah. That's my thought. But yeah, like I think Apocrypha did too much. Story was solid. The story was very solid, and it was a nice diversion for the Holy Grail War just to see something different. It just, I think they were just I imagine they might be a little bit ambitious. Still, Fate Apocrypha did give us quite. Oh, hello. Really? Really? Is this what we're going with? Seriously? Oh my god. Thanks, I guess. Sack of garbage. Anyway. But yeah. Apocrypha did give us a lot of really cool characters. Some I wish were a little bit more fleshed out, like Siegfried, if I'm being honest. Because he only popped up there for a little bit, and that was it. I'm curious if Fate Apocrypha was able to take its time with the series, how it would have changed. I don't know. But regardless, that, like the Holy Grail War was definitely a bit busted, considering the fact that most of the cast were like made up of a bunch of really stupidly strong divine servants. And let's be honest, they literally Red Faction was stupidly OP. Like, come on, you had at least two servants with extremely high divinity. Technically 3 if you consider Shiro, along with everybody else. Like plus Achilles. You had Achilles, who on his own could probably have taken out everybody on his own. I don't think with the difference being Vlad, I don't think there had been anybody else that you could have taken that could have taken them out outside of Chiron. I think it's the only reason why Chiron was summoned. Without Chiron, they would have been fucked. But again, that's in my opinion. Let's do that. So we get the MP and then we can blast through them again later. Oh. Thanks for... Oh, it doesn't let me charge. Interesting. That's kind of dumb. Actually, what buff do you have on yourself right now? Normal attacks resistant up. Normal attacks resistance. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, whatever. So we'll just have to MP him to death. Got it. But yeah, I don't know. The, like I said, Apocrypha, we have Extra. Extra, I want to redo. I want to redo for as far as Extra's concerned. And not for the game. The game was amazing. I love Fate Extra. I had so much fun playing Fate Extra when I was when it first came out. I'm talking about Last Encore. Because I'll be honest, I tried playing through I tried watching Last Encore. I got past maybe the second to third episode, and I stopped because everything just seemed, I don't know, it just seemed off. And not like in an, oh, this is not my Fate Extra type of off. It just seemed off. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just not sit right with me. So I'm very much of the mind that, like, I want to redo. Like, I would absolutely appreciate and would love a redo of Fate Extra. But again, the game is actually really good. And the game was a lot of fun. One of the few, like, Fate Extra, I will say, is probably one of the very few games that I've ever played. And, yeah, we're probably gonna die. Or not. Oh, come on with the MP loss. Sack garbage. No, there we go. Let's see if we can incapacitate him a little bit. But yeah, yeah, if Last Encore was a thing, if Last Encore had been redone, just to make it, I don't know. Because I guess for what it was trying to do, which is trying to be its own adaptation or reimagining of Fate Extra, it's fine. And who knows? Maybe it's part of the problem I'm having is the fact that I didn't watch the whole thing through. So maybe I'll need to give it another chance and just ignore all of the annoying parts. Oh dear. Of course. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, I'm curious. I will say this though, I am super excited. I am super excited and curious as far as when the new version of Fate Extra is going to be coming out. Because I desperately need that in my life. Especially with how it looks. Like, I need it. I need it. And also it seems more like an action, almost like an action RPG as opposed to how it was before, which was turn-based. Which, I'm more of a fan of I love my turn-based games, but I'd be curious to see how they go and pull it off. Plus, any excuse to let me play more, do more things with Tamamo is great. Other thing is, too... Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, he'll probably kill me here. Yep. And command seals. And command spells. Oh, well. Okay. Alright, let's give this a little bit more of an oomph. Yeah, well, let's just get this done and call it a day. But Like, Advance Extra was definitely a weird series for me because I'm normally not one to replay games multiple times over and over again unless I like really like the game. So the fact that I was essentially, granted, there were definitely changes in the game that made it worth it, albeit some subtle here and there. I was super happy and stoked to play through all 3 games. And I think that partly has to do with just the fact that all the servers that we had available were very, what do you call it? Were a lot of fun. Were just a lot of fun to play individually. Especially Caster. Tomorrow's playthrough was a lot of fun. Considering the fact that I knew what to expect, I thought, wonder how that would have been if I did that first. I would have cried. The Great Fool of Owari. Increases the engraved card's critical strength against divine enemies by 30%. Okay, not gonna lie, Chibi Nobu looks really cute. She looks adorable. Yay! I think we have enough to go to the next one, too. Okay. Yeah, this is the last one. Let's see. I wonder how long this is gonna go. So Saber and Assassin. Well, let's find out. We need to go back. We'll go back. Bosh, you're adorable. Stop. All of a sudden, why does this game giving me... Not gonna lie, why is this event giving me, like, Advance War vibes? Speaking of Advance Wars, like... I am stoked to play through Advance Wars 1 and 2 again. I cannot wait for that game. I won't be streaming it. Because, oh my god, Advance Wars is... That was a game I picked up on a whim. On a huge whim. And I'm so happy that I did. Even though that game is balls hard sometimes, that game's a lot of fun. I will say, though, that Dual Strike is definitely my favorite of the bunch. Hey, Izo! Interesting. What's your buff? Oh, just more damage. Okay. You'll probably be dead after this. But yeah, I am so up for Advance. Like, Advance, like, if I had to choose, though, personally, I would have liked Advance Wars Dual Strike, and then maybe Advance Wars Dual Strike, even Days of Ruin, even though that was a much harder game and it was a lot darker, which I definitely enjoyed doing. Like, that's the thing. Like, Advance Wars, I can't really say anything bad about any of those games. Like, all of them were really good. I think the only thing that I would say that would bother me a little bit, and I understand why they kind of did that, is that they took away the commanding officer powers, or they nerfed them down and made them not as relevant in like the later areas. Not in like the first 3 games. The first 3 games, I think they did that really well. Days of Ruin was definitely, I guess they made it to be more realistic, so I kind of can see why they may have not decided to go that route. But I don't know. The CO powers and abilities I thought was a really nice niche. It was just a nice, like, every character in some way, shape, or form just gave you a really cool, just unique way of playing. I mean, we could probably just kill him. We have to go that far. Oh, well, I decided to do that. That would have been a waste. But yeah, but more so, I'm super excited to play Advance Wars 2. Days of Ruin. Considering, like, I love the fact that we got more to focus on Black Hole Even though Black Hole was kind of... Black Hole just kind of swept it at the very end of the game in Advance Wars 1. Like, having them like, okay, we're here now and we're wrecking shit rather than working in the shadows. That was a nice... I don't know, I really like that. Plus, oh my god, I get to play as Lash again. Oh my god, I love playing as Lash. Lash was so much fun. God, that game takes me so far back. I think I will say though, the one thing I'm not looking forward to as far as doing this one, you know what? I think this is going to be the boss, so let me see if I can find myself in Arjuna. Yes, I can. We're just going to nuke you into oblivion. we're just going to nuke you into oblivion and just call it a day. Yeah, let's get her. There you are. Let's get her here. Give her EXP. But yeah, like I said, Advance Wars just takes me back. And it was definitely one of my favorite. Like back as due to my job and just mage trading and stuff like that, I wasn't always able to go and play games. So I often oh, great burning. Great. I oftentimes, because of just how busy things were back then, I was in a weird position where I constantly had to hold on to my game. Like, I wasn't able to, like, put down my games. I had to put down my games oftentimes. And I didn't want to, like, lose any of my progress and stuff like that. So I ended up opting to play more turn-based games. That I could just, like, do whatever I'm doing. If I get called to do stuff, put it away, and then call it a day, rather than having to, like, the ones, especially, like, the handheld ones. Like, all the ones that, all the Game Boy consoles that had, like, the sleep function were a godsend for me. So, I'm super, so, like, playing games like Advance Wars are just ones that I could just eventually come back to later. The tactics games, like, well, Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics 22. Like, those were definitely ones I was more fond of that way back when. Oh, I should have done that differently. I love how much damage that does. It's so stupid. Damn. Oh my god, Nobu. Jeez, calm down. Woo! But yeah, I'm though, you know what? If I had a choice of a game that I could get either like a reimagining or just another version of, if I think about it, I kind of want a Tactics Advance 3. If I had a choice, I would love to have a Tactics Advance 3. Like, a Tactics Advance 3 would be amazing. Oh, you poor sweet summer child, you were about to get nuked. Yeah, Tactics Advance 3 would be amazing. Like, I love the combat and just the job system and everything. And just how much you could break in that game. Oh. Well, you didn't even get a chance! Jeez! Oh, 3 boats, nice! Yeah, like, if you could give me, if you could just, like, a more modern adaptation of Tactics Advance, that would be, or some version of Tactics Advance. Because I would love to see Tactics Advance in the style that it was done way back then. Maybe with some modern updates and things, but then given the jobs that we have now, kind of like what they did with Bravely Default 2. Because I can tell you right now, a lot of the jobs that they have there, they took a lot of inspiration from not just the old lore, the old versions of the old Final Fantasy games, but they took a lot of inspiration from 14. Just like the Red Mages having dual cast, which Red Mages had dual cast in the past, but just the way it's implemented as a passive, kind of like it is in 14. Love that. Some of the skill names, like the Berserker had, the Ninja had like Dream Within a Dream, or the Shade had Dream Within a Dream, which is a ninja skill. Like I wish we could get that. Like, get that kind of a reference. Like, a Tactics Advanced game, or Tactics game, with the newer jobs. Like, if we could have that, that'd be awesome. I would play the crap out of that. I'd probably play that to completion. Yeah, there's like there's very few games I can say that I will actually... Stop, Mash, you're adorable. There's only a few games I can say that I would like, wouldn't be one and dones. Oh, okay, so we have to do more of that. Oh, neat. Well, we can start on it right now. Yep, back to farming. Yeah. Yeah, Tactics Advance is definitely one. If I had a choice. And we're just talking about the RPG side of things. Though another one would be Bravely Third. Granted, that's asking for way too much. I want to, like, not to say that Bravely Default 2 wasn't bad. I just want to have an excuse to be able to see the cast from 2 again. Because, come on, you and Magnolia were the best. Like, you and Magnolia were the best. Were freaking adorable. And you can't tell me otherwise. And Dia was awesome. And because Dia was a Dia. And then Tiz surprisingly actually had character. Tiz actually had character. He wasn't like generic protagonist. So, I shouldn't say that Tiz didn't have character in the first game. It was just very generic. Which, not to say that necessarily every character has to be unique and things. You can have a character that just has like one thing about them and that can carry the story along, but I don't know. He didn't have a lot of... Maybe that's it. For better choice of words, he didn't have much depth. As much depth as the other characters did. I mean, technically speaking, we can say the same thing about Anya's too. Even though Anya's is an adorable beam. But I think the cast for Bravely second, and I honestly think Bravely second is a much fun. In my mind, is the funner of the game. It's funner of the 3. Even though, not to say that all the games are bad and everything, there are just certain ones that are a bit lacking more than others. Big one, like, I would probably put, thinking about it now, I would probably put Bravely second, like, near neck and neck to Bravely Default, but it's slightly higher only because of the fact that I like the class system more. I like the classes more. Which, that's probably an unfair way to say it, because, you know, in hindsight, when you have more time, they have more references and things to pull from, especially from newer games, so... Though then again, Bravely Default 2 probably, in my mind, probably has the best set of classes. Probably because of the fact that all the classes in that game were damn near busted. Especially Wizard. Wizard was stupidly busted, and I loved it. Plus, you got that job. That was the first job that you were given in the game, was Wizard. I still cannot believe that they did that. First mage job in the game was the best mage job. Like, can we get another job that just has spellcraft in it? That was so much fun. Like, give us a nerfed spellcraft. Like, I would love a game that had spellcraft in it again, or something close to it. For speaking for those who don't know, spellcraft basically was an ability, was a kind of an ability that you could tack on to your spells. So basically, say for instance, you had a fire spell, just a generic fire spell. You could give the fire spell, if you had the wizard skills, you could give this fire spell traits to it, like fire a dart, or fire a rain, or fire a mist. And they would all have different properties depending on the spell. And if I remember correctly, I believe they had it in Bravely 2 or Bravely 2nd, where you can, where basically you can go and actually give whatever job. There was an ability that you could give any job that you, or every character, spellcraft, so you didn't have to be the wizard job that had it. Like, I think spellcraft was able to be put onto other jobs. I know that you could do wizard as a sub job, but I think there was you could just take wizard, like spellcraft, and put it on a job and be able to use it, and it pulled from every spell you knew. That was the other dumb thing about it. It could pull from any spell within the main job and sub job, of course. So you had so much, it had so much versatility. Like with meteor, with like fire and dart, to use the same example before, making your spell hit first. Fire and rain made it hit multiple times with all enemies. Especially on bosses, that was really good, because then you would end up having a powerful spell hit multiple times, granted at random. Mist was dumb for healing, because basically it turned whatever spell you had into a dot. I actually had it set to where I did auto life mist, where basically every turn if I died, I came back to life. It was so dumb. You can do so much with it. Maybe I need to. You know what? I need to find something to play that on. And we gotta play Bravely Default 2. Like we definitely have to play Bravely Default 2. I will definitely stream that. Like, that needs to happen. That game was so much fun. Okay, we still got a ways. Let's continue this one again. God. If it wasn't for the fact that I had other big games I wanted to play, I would so play Bravely Default 2 now. I mean, why not, right? Huh. Maybe that'll be the next game. I don't know, we'll see. I have another big game that I want to go ahead and try play at some point in time, so. God. Man, talking about all this, like, all these old RPGs definitely makes me want to play them again. So you know what? You know another game I'd love to go and play? I love to play for you guys. Just to show you how bad and good it is at the same time. And it'll work out if I can find a way to play it on to play Tactics Advance. To play the Bravely games and Tactics Advance too. I'll definitely be able to play it for this. Luminous Arc. Has anybody heard of that game before? Luminous Arc? If not, like, I don't surprise you. The best way to describe it is basically Fire Emblem Light. or better yet for the funny, bootleg Fire Emblem. I kid you not, that game was bootleg Fire Emblem, and it was just guilty pleasure game. Like, it has the same, it's a tactics, it plays more like advanced tactics with, like, the dating portions that you can have from Fire Emblem. Everything was basic, like but kind of like bare bones a little bit as far as like the skills and the abilities that you had access to and such. It still played like a perfectly, like a difficult, decently challenging like a tactics game. It wasn't like the controls and everything were like anything like phenomenal, but it was its own interesting niche take on just the tactics game, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was great. I say though that Luminous Arc 2 was the best of the two, if I had a choice between. We sadly enough did not get Luminous Arc 3, even though I know it exists, because Luminous Arc 2 didn't sell well. If memory serves me correctly. But, fun game! But yeah, like I said, that game was my guilty pleasure game. Plus, it had a bunch of unique waifus in there, which I think you guys could appreciate. Especially best waifu Sadie. Sadie is best waifu, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Plus, the big thing was it's a game that was actually focused on like mages and such. So you know how I feel about that. Totally not a Cephs at all for obvious reasons. No, that's crazy talk. So we need 3. Okay, so one more and we should be good. Got it. Oh. Well, I mean, what does this one actually do? Okay, so it just increases MP. That's a weird thing to put there. What about Gem Magecraft? Or Formalcraft? Okay, yeah, I mean... whatever, that's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, Gem... Like, I definitely would love to... Like, I think that would be a really fun game just to play. I'll have to see about getting that set up and working and such, because that would be hilarious. The other thing that I like about it too is it had a lot of voice actors that if you're familiar with like 90s to early 2000, maybe even 2010 anime, you'll be very familiar with. Plus Christina V is in it too, which is always good. Love Christina V. But man, like this is so good. Like I feel like by the end of this year, I think I'm going to make it as a goal by the end of this year. At least play through, or at least have on the channel, my top 3 favorite games. Which we're already getting one with Zero's Escape, so we're about a third of the way there. Granted, Zero Escape's going to take a while to get done. But it's all in good fun. It's a great game, and it's really cool to see how many people are like enjoying it. Considering the fact that like that game didn't get a lot of recognition. I wish it got more. Like I'm gonna go in a tiny little rant here. Like I understand that it ended up just getting a lot more popularity. So now that I think about it, I don't know if the anime came first or not. But Danganronpa came after. Danganronpa came after Zero Escape did. So with that being said, it makes me a little sad that Zero Escape didn't get nearly the same recognition as Danganronpa did. And I might be just speaking from just being completely and totally biased, but I honestly liked I like the concept of Zero Escape much more so than I do Danganronpa. Again, not saying that Danganronpa's a bad game or anything like that. Not at all. The concept is very fun and dark, which I think is really cool. I just like the twists and turns that you got in Zero's Escape a lot more than I did in Danganronpa. So, I don't know. It makes me just a little sad that that game didn't just get nearly as much love as Zero's Escape did. Even though it's essentially the concept's very similar. But, you know, wishful thinking from a hardcore fanboy from that game, of the Zero's Escape series. But still, if people are able to enjoy the series as much as I do, and have fun with it, that's all I care about. Because, like I said, you guys are in for a ride. Once we get towards, like, once we start getting into it, which hopefully next week we'll be able to go and do so. Knock on wood. So, but yeah, Zero's Escape definitely being a big one. The World Ends With You, we will definitely be playing very soon. Maybe sooner than later. And in extension to that, the Neo The World Ends With You, we will definitely be playing that. Boy, you guys have no idea what I got planned for that. Kinda. I kinda have a thing planned for it. I don't know. Ooh. I think that does it. And then we'll get Tactics Advance in there. Tactics Advance 2. Not gonna play the original Tactics, because I like the jobs from Tactics Advance 2 a lot better. And then we get to have fun breaking the game. It's literally the only thing that matters. It's just RPG, like, I adore RPGs like that. Because it's just like, the point of the type of games is just breaking them towards the end game. Because they're just stupid combinations that I don't think that either were put in the game and people don't care about, or weren't realized and put in the game, and just absolutely breaks it. Looking at you, Samurai. Looking at you, Samurai Paladin. That job is busted, along with some other ones. Plus, my favorite character is in it too. From any Final Fantasy game that I've ever played, my favorite character's in it. So that works too. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we'll be able to use her. We'll be able to use Best Girl again. Oh, we are definitely getting that set up at some point in time. You must all be introduced to Best Girl. She's only been in this game and it makes me sad, but she is Best Girl. Or Best Final Fantasy Girl, I should say. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Oh dear, I think we have a big boss coming along. And I just have my farming team here. We gon' die. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. But, hello? Hello? What's going on? Well, it might be taking its time. That might just be the thing that's happening right now. No, I'm going through it, so... Yeah, it's definitely loading. It's doing something. We'll give it a little bit. God. Maybe that should be just like an ongoing series. Is just finding old games that I used to play and just be like, how do we break this in new ways? That'd be kind of fun, not gonna lie. I kind of like that idea as like an ongoing series. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to go and see. But yeah, I'll make sure I make a note of to get everything set up to where we'll be able to, you guys will be able to see, I'll be able to go and play those games. And then, of course, if you guys have any games that you want to suggest to me, please let me know. I don't want to just be playing all the games. I'd love to be introduced to some new ones. I have my own library and everything like that, but it always helps to have a little bit more for some variety. Game? You good there, buddy? Hello? Even though it's loading right now, I think it broke. I don't think I've ever had a game load this long before. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Hold, please. I might need to do a thing. Give me a second. What can I do? Nope, that is not the one that I want. What about this? There we go. Okay, hold on a moment. I'm going to do a thing real quick. Just going to restart the game. Boop. All right, then. Let's see if this works. Hey, we're back. Restarting. All right. It's going to put me right back into it. No, we're actually going to abort. I don't know what was taking so long. Unless it literally just does take that long to load. I'd actually be curious. Okay, let's try this again. From craft. Done. Okay. But yeah, again, guys, if you haven't got any games or anything you want to suggest, please let me know. While I'm more partial to RPGs, I'm definitely cool with playing other things too. At least if any of them just seem of interest. Though now that I think about it, there is a game that I haven't played. I played on another channel. I don't know if I want to put myself through the agony of doing it again. The game is really bad. Oh, okay, we're good now. It just crashed. Got it. There was so way back when I was first trying to interact with the world, or one of my attempts to interact with the world from my void station, I actually played a game which it was the first game, if memory serves me correctly, on my channel. It was really bad. It was fun in some areas, but it was really bad. Game is called Lichdom Battle Mage, which is basically a first-person shooter, but done with magic. You didn't have ammo, but you had ammo types, and you had different spells that had different effects and things. Plus, you had a RPG/crafting system. Amazing, right? It's an amazing concept. The game was both while the gameplay was fun in a lot of aspects, it was confusing. Cause like it had a crafting system because you could like pick up items and then eventually craft them that do have like different various effects, adding on to like the baseline spells. But the crafting system was so confusing that I didn't use it because I had no idea what things did. I think I just like try to put things together and try to create things. But like it was almost to the point where you didn't need the crafting system in the game at all. However, there were a couple of fun combinations that you could do. Like you had a spell where basically you could target an enemy, and you could also dual wield spell. So you have like one type of spell in one hand and another spell type in another. You could put like a something on a. You could like enchant an enemy, and then if you killed them, it brought them back to life. And you can do it in an area, so then you have like this mob of enemies, like going after enemies, keeping you safe, or just distracting them enough to where then you can start just ripping through them. So gameplay was a lot of fun. This game was really bad. Concept for the story was interesting, but it was still bad. I don't know, maybe I'll play that game for you guys again. Maybe I'll play that game again. Maybe I'll have it as like a goal of some sort. Maybe that'll be like a follower goal or something like that, just to see me suffer playing through that horrible game. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. Looks like we could just go in. Oh, what am I doing? I was like, I don't see a Scotty here. I think what I'll do is a little bit later, because I'm still getting into the swing of things as far as my current schedule right now. Maybe at some point in time, I'll come up, I'll do maybe a poll for you guys. And then we'll see what games we should play. Now that I think about it, we haven't played Skyrim in a while. I haven't played Skyrim in forever. I should probably go back to playing Skyrim at some point, too. My God, so many games! Not a bad thing, though. Not a bad thing. Always good things to play. Ceaseless Heart? Okay, what do you do? What's the Ceaseless Heart do? Recover. Oh, it's one of these. So you have to all die at once. All right, that can be arranged. I think if I super buff everybody, that should not be a problem. I give you some of this. Do some of that. Do some of this. Do some of that. We'll do this. And then that. And I think that's literally every buff that I can give you. So good luck. Have fun. That is definitely one thing I will say after just that I will. Oh, come on! Well, we got two. Well, we got two. Huh. Oh. Oh, okay, it's just a regen. Okay, I thought it was like that super regen from last time where basically it's just like every single time your health just comes back to full. Which I would have cried a little bit if that was the case. But details. Neat! We did it! But yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get things set up to where some of these older games, some of these games, I'll have them set as, goals. For, follower goals or something like that. I don't know. Because I guess I've never been big as far as trying to like incentivize people to watch or like follow or anything like that. Not to say that you shouldn't, and you totally should. For me personally, it's just, I don't know. I like to be kind of chill about it, you know? It's just, if you guys want to follow and watch and sit down, cool, I greatly appreciate it, and I love you for it. If you don't, you don't. I am just a little elf of no consequence. Okay, maybe not little, but I'm just an elf of no consequence. Oh, hello! So we have a boss here. I'm gonna go back real quick. Yeah, we're gonna need the big guns on this one. We're gonna need to pull out the big guns on this one. Gonna definitely pull out the big guns for this one. Is his name Arjuna Altar? Probably. I don't seem to have one on here. Let's update the list and see if we can get one. Hello? Do you have Arjuna Altar for me? No, you do not. I am sad. I will show you mine then. Which will probably be more than enough. I just like the concept of just being overkill. Oh boy. You know what? Kentucky's there. Why not? Let's line up here. Let's change you out for... Wait, you don't have any points. Even if I got... Oh, no, I actually have to get rid of somebody here. Okay, bye. Unfortunately. I don't really want to get rid of you, but what are you going to do? Judah! There you are. Where is... There you are. Devilish Bohistava. I think that's decent enough. Yeah, good enough. Alright, boss time. Try it again. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll do something if when we get to like certain goals. I'll have to think about that. Maybe do a poll or something. But yeah, like I said, I'm always of the mind is just if anyone wants to follow me, go follow me. You know. I don't want to try to incentivize things here or there. Okay, time to nuke you into oblivion. Yeah, let's get hero. Let's get this up. Yep, time to nuke you into oblivion. I did put the debuff on. I didn't do the other thing, right? Well, we're about to find out. No, yeah, use the buff. I think. Did I not use the buff? Oh, jeez. Did I not use the... I didn't use the buff. I thought I used the buff. Well, that would explain why I didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to. Well, that makes me sad. Actually, what is your buff? Oh, recover HP. 9. B. I mean, the lovely thing about this is the fact that we should be able to... Let's do that. This should at least be able to knock out a health bar. Oh god! Uh-oh. Oh boy! I didn't put guts up on him, did I? Fuck! Oh, okay. No. I'm not taking that. No, we're redoing that crap. I made a bunch of dumb mistakes. We're gonna do this proper. All right. Where's Kentucky? Kentucky, perfect. Thank you. And again, once more with feeling. For the third time, I guess. Yeah, like, I probably could have gone through that, but it's like, but I wanted to nuke him with Arjuna. Actually, now that I think about it, how many times are we going to be seeing this Maxwell Demon? He was in the last Gura event. I wonder if he's just like the generic final boss for anything Gura related. Or Guda Guda related. Huh. Maybe if I... Because we're realistically not going to get the buff is really not going to become active until later. Okay, let's really like do some damage here. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Let's see that. Let's see it actually do proper damage. There we go. That's what I expected. God. I love that so much. It's so overkill and dumb, and I love it. Oh dear. Thanks. Thanks. Again. Alright, let's put this up. Put you there. Swap. I'll do this. Put this here. Let's see. You know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna try something here. Let's do that. And then... That way it be the last card and we'll do some serious damage. Yay. It's so dumb. What's it? Oh, it's a chance to evade. Interesting. Okay, good to know. This is so dumb. Do that. Let's do it like this. This will also help get some of Arjuna's health back at the very least. One of these days I'll have to definitely raise Hime's buff up so he can get the Buster buff too. I think the two of them are a good pairing. Well, actually, he's gonna use a quick attack here too, so quick buff. Damn it. Ow. 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 Thanks, I guess. So... How much damage do you guys think this is going to end up doing? I mean, we'll find out. His buff's not up anymore, which makes me kind of sad, but what are you going to do? This is so funny. Boom! Not that much damage. Boop, boop. Oh, come on! Oh, now you hit. I love that extra attack. I love that extra attack. It's so extra. Yeah, that was really bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely not going to survive that. Oh, come on. Really? 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 Oh, that hit. Explosions! Fire Judah, thanks! Bop. Bop! Damn it. Oh well, anyway. Well, guess it's a new team now! Alright, so MP gauge. Oh, right, it's like 50% or some nonsense like that. Alright, let's curve stop. Oh! Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, we're fine. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried as far as this not working out the way that I wanted to, but yeah, we're fine. We are A-okay on that one. Yeah, no doubt about it here. Boop, boop, bop! And you're dead. That was fun. Thanks for Judah. Ooh! Hearts, I need those. More hearts for the Dark God! Oh. I think that takes care of this chapter, so I imagine we're getting to the end if that was the grand battle. Neat! Okay. We're still going? Huh. Interesting. I wasn't expecting there was going to be more here. Well, I figured that would be it, and that would just be a nice little crescendo for how everything was going to go, considering all things considering. But you know what? I think I'm going to call it because it is almost 9, and I have stuff to do for work tomorrow. So this was fun. I think I might start doing this a little bit more. If there's ever an event, like if there's story stuff that needs to be done, maybe do half and half, or just do it all the event streams. So that way I can talk with you guys. That would be cool. Like, I totally would not mind doing something like that. If you guys wouldn't mind, of course. Because like these events are nice just kind of shoot the shit and things like that. And I'd love to learn more all about all of you too. Both, even if you VTuber or don't VTuber, I'd like to meet more people. People are cool. They're scary, but they're cool. But okay, so we're gonna close things up here. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys here who are lurking in the background out there. I see you. I definitely see you over there. But thank you. I do deeply appreciate it, guys. Any support that you guys give to me or anybody else in the VTuber community is always appreciated. And just you guys are just awesome. That's all I'm gonna say to that. But thank you. If you guys like, and I need to do closing things, hold please. Let me grab them. I have links. If this is anybody's first time here doing the things, nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Hold please. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Here you go. Here you guys go. This is my links, my link tree. That has all the places you can go and find me. Combination of both YouTube and Twitter. Twitter is the best place you can go and find me. I will post scheduled things and events and just best place to interact with me. Also, YouTube channel is where all my VODs are for all my streams, so I try to put them up here. Along with that, I have a series specifically for this game and Genshin Impact, which I definitely need to go and play soon, called Gacha Hell, which is basically me just doing rolls. I think the next Gacha Hell probably won't be for another couple of weeks, but the most recent episode was for rolling for Arjuna Altar. And boy, did that break my brain. But it was fun, nonetheless. Now, let's see who we can raid, if anybody. Oh, Dictator's playing. I haven't seen him. Like, I haven't had a chance to go and see him stream. Let's go bug him. Dictator's good peoples. I've had chances to collab with him only once, but hopefully again sometime soon. But he's currently playing BioShock Infinite, so let's go say hi to him. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go raid him in just a minute or two. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and get prepared for sleeps, and maybe even doing some more grinding, because holy crap, I need to make sure that I get this event done before I do anything else. But until then, guys, I will see you Saturday with more of FGO, because I'd like to go and actually finish the story at some point in time for Lostbelt 4. But you know what? I'll put up a poll. I'll put up a poll to see what you guys would prefer. If you guys would prefer me to do event stuff or actually go through Lostbelt 4. Or even if you guys would be interested in even me just like maybe doing Lostbelt 4 in my own time, and then I just record it from there. I don't know. I'll see what you guys say. But until then, guys, I will see you on Saturday. But have a good night. Take care.